What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on natural gas prices.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we caught this movement to the downside, and despite the long position from this point, we didn't lose any money. Then we'll continue with the fundamental news. I will show you the latest news directly related to natural gas prices. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this point, and I've told you that we had quite choppy movement, choppy sideways movement, and because of this, despite this long position from this point, my main assumption was that we should break this bottom and even this one. And in this case, we will complete the ABC correction like this, as you can see, and we did it exactly as I predicted. And why didn't we lose any money from this point? Because when I saw this type of price action, the sideways movement without the increase in volume, definitely it was the sign that we cannot see the motive wave to the upside, and that's why we have to put our stop loss instead of this bottom to this to the neutral territory or even to the positive side, and that is how we didn't lose any money. And let me remind you that we caught several movements previously. From the very beginning of April, we booked the profit of up to 40%, and minimum, if you hit the stop loss right here, that also was set in the positive side. The minimum amount of profit that you might book is about 23%. Definitely, it is a very good achievement in a matter of just 1 month. And let's continue with the fundamental news. Let me show you this article that was published this Friday, and it says, June natural gas futures stay strong despite sinking LNG demand, mild weather. Let me quote you further. Natural gas futures ended the week on solid footing after notching 2 straight days in the green. Though the near-term outlook remains bearish, traders covered short positions ahead of the weekend. A fire on a small portion of a natural gas pipeline also fueled some of the early momentum of the June NYMEX gas future contracts. And let me quote you further. Though weather-driven demand continues to be largely absent from the gas market, supply has surprised to the upside. Refinitiv's John Albin, natural gas analyst, said that the gas production increased by 0.6% from the production figures last month. He also added, I've been speculating for the past few sessions on when production might start to head downward, but we have certainly not seen the turn yet. Albin said on Analyst, an online energy chat. Overall, we are back to roughly January's levels. And I have to say that the forecasts from the fundamental standpoint are not so bullish on natural gas, because we have lack of demand and we have a growth in supply. And that is why, fundamentally, we have to be quite cautious with any of our long position. And I have to say that technical analysis also shows pretty much the same picture. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, we are on ticker symbol BOIL, and why did I choose this ticker symbol instead of natural gas spot prices and natural gas futures? It is quite simple. It is a leveraged ETF, and this means we have more volatility on the market. For example, from this swing low to this swing high, it gained about 31.37%, but natural gas at the same point gained only 23%. Natural gas futures gained at the very same point roughly 21% as well. And definitely this implies more potential profit, but with more risks. So let me show you how I caught this movement to the downside and why my prediction was correct. First of all, let me show you that on natural gas spot prices, I marked this price action in the channel, as you can see, and this is a bearish channel or bearish flag, you can call it whatever you want, and usually in the majority of cases it breaks to the downside. And as you can see, I made my previous video right here, right after it retested this range of support, and my main assumption was that instead of moving higher to retest this highest range of resistance, we have to retest again this range of support and probably should break it. And it happened. It happened exactly as I predicted, and it went lower for almost 5% from the range when I made my previous video. On top of that, if we take a look on the natural gas future prices, I made my previous video right here, and we had this massive gap in its price because of the contract switch that happened on April 26th. And my main assumption right here was that despite this breakout above the range of resistance from the previous swing high, as you can see, we were clearly above this range. And because of the lack of volume, my main assumption was that we should go lower in order to fill this gap from the technical standpoint. And these two price actions, two predictions of the price actions on natural gas spot prices and natural gas futures, leads to the lower prices of the ticker symbol BOIL. And definitely this is how we can quote and predict, pretty much predict with a very high percent of certainty, the upside movement. So, and what should we expect next? As you can see, we hit exactly 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level. By the way, let me clean the chart because of this breakout below this previous bottom, we cannot rely on this scale as our price target, and this setup is pretty much eliminated. So as you can see, we have this swing low and swing high, and right here we completed all 5 waves, and we were in the retracement mode. We were because probably this might be the beginning of new uptrend. And as you can see, we hit exactly 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level. It is quite usual level for the retracement in the second wave. It is quite deep, but it happens. And as you can see, we had first reaction from the golden pocket range, statistically the most probable range of trend reversal, but this movement to the downside also very technical, and we completed this wave. So as you can see, the latest movement to the upside had a very good volume, and probably it might be the beginning of a new uptrend. But the most concerning part is that this asset has a very deep retracement right after this spike in volume. And because of this price action, I have to say that we still have a decent chance to hit higher targets. But we have to see an impulsive wave to the upside that should break previous swing highs. Definitely it is this one, and this one. So $3.89 mark might be the crucial point for this asset, where we can confirm the movement to the upside if the volume will be higher among the volume for the previous couple of weeks. And if it happens right here at this very spot, we again have a decent setup. And this setup should have, let me show it to you, should have about 7.5% of downside potential, and the upside potential is quite high because we have to break these previous swing highs, and in this case we have to rely on the major retracement. Let me show you from the very beginning. If I switch to daily time frame and zoom out, let me show you right here, we have this movement. Let me switch to 4 hours time frame. We cannot see it properly. From this swing high that was set at the very beginning of March 2023 to swing low, we have several ranges of bounce, and this bounce might happen if this bottom holds. And the first price target is $4.17, and the second price target is $4.89. This means from our current range, we have about 7.5% of downside potential, and about 24% to the first price target. and about 44% to the second one. And definitely it is again quite a good setup in a medium-term perspective that might bring you a lot of profit with less risks. So I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up.